So just about set now. And today's starter, Carlos Rodon. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go now? So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. And that's through there for a strike. And we are underway. Next offering way off the plate. And a pitch. Check swing, called strike. And that one misses up and in. And the count is even, 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. On the ground, right side. Jazz tosses to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at-bat. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Bobby Witt Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. It gets down, a base hit. So a man at first. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. And that one sliced foul. Runner on the go. And that one wrapped foul. Witt stands at first with 1 out. Now snap throw to first. And he's back in safely. Runner goes again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Rodon sets and deals. Pitch misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Rodon fires. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed.
There goes the runner. Pitch inside. Safe at second with a stolen base. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite, and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those players.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 2-2. Runner at second. 2 down. Lined into right. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So 1 left for Kansas City. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, towing the slab in today's game. Cole Reagans. What do you have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ben Rice leading things off and takes a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just missing there. And a count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 3-2 now.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Melendez going back on this one. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Big time power. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
No outs. Runner on second. And ball 1 to Judge.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Let's go, Belly. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Just missed. One out and a runner at second. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. And it's 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
One gone, runner at first. Here is Goldschmidt. And there's a ball. Step off throw to first. Bellinger dives back. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. No strike. And another ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Misses again, 5 in a row.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Towards first, Pasquantino. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Anthony Volpe, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
That misses. Now 2-0.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 on, 2 outs. That one lifted to left. Brings it in, and that ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in New York, top of the second, and to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Massey. Rodon back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Ball one there. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
That one just misses the outside corner. Ball two.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
2-2 now. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's the first out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Fouled off left side. Two down, nobody on.
Oh.
Popped in the air, left field. Dominguez moving under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. On the ground, out to short. Jumps, throws, on the money. Nice play.
Batting it, the catcher, number 25.
Singing an impressive jump throw from the hole at short. Let's see what StatCast has to say.
Now he's just showing off out there. I mean, I don't know if fans realize how much arm strength you need to make that throw. This guy's got a rocket of an arm, and that was on full display right there. Just an awesome job.
And here's the rookie catcher. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And that one missing low.
2-0.
swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now a chance for Oswaldo Cabrera. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. And that skips in the dirt. Two out, space is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and the Yanks go quietly. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. They lead it 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, digging in, Freddie Fermin.
Freddie Fermin.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball misses down and away. This one popped up. Chisholm on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Kyle Isbell. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. 1 down, base is empty.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does. The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the lineup flips over. And next up for the Royals, Michael Garcia. And first offering is fouled off. And that one clips the corner.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Back in the Bronx as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the DH, Ben Rice. That's in there. Strike 1. Rice goes 6'1", 26 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And that drops in for a strike.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot there.
And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, struck out swinging his first time. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, tag, out at second.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
And the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here comes Bellinger. RBI single his last time up.
Bellinger.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. And a big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And a curve misses outside, ball 1.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Now one missed.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his third of the game.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Paul Goldschmidt now.
Goldschmidt.
Line drive. Pasquantino steps on the bag, ping-pongs around a bit, but they get the out, and that ends the inning. The Yanks lead 1, but they lead it 1-0. Back for more from the Bronx. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Bobby Witt Jr. Bunting for a hit. Over to Goldie. Got him as he tried to bunt his way aboard.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out, and way to go.
And here is Vinny Pasquantino. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. This one in the air, center field. Volpe. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses. This one in the air. Goldie hauls it in to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. Yankees 1 and the Royals nothing. Back now in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Strike one.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Good eye right there.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same-side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Volpe batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. This one high in the air to left center. Melendez hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 24, Jason.
2 down, bases empty. Jason Dominguez now at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. This one chopped up the middle. Witt on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Yanks held in check, but they still lead it 1-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here is Michael Massey. Rodon back to work. That's to third, and that one handled. Throw, picked it first, got him.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Struck out looking his first time. Slider misses outside.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Check swing, and he went. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 strike.
The Royals down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 1-2. One down, base is empty. Outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. Fly to left his first time.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-0. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
There's a strike, 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
On the ground right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. Royals set down in order. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Yankees 1 and the Royals nothing. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, number 25. Up the middle. Witt whips it to first on the run. In time. Got him.
Amazing range right there by the shortstop. He ends up on the other side of second base and then's able to complete the throw to first. That is tremendous range and clearly a great example of why he plays the shortstop position.
Cabrera stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next pitch misses, and 1-1. Up the middle. Throws to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Next is the designated hitter, Ben Rice. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swings through that one above the zone.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Down in order go the Yankees, but they're on top 1-0. Top 6, and now the catcher comes up to him. Freddie Fermin. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Line drive, that's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So up next, Kyle Isbell struck out swinging his first time. And that's downstairs and outside.
1 ball, no strike. Ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Ground ball to the right side, and no one can get there. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
First and second, no outs. And now Michael Garcia. Here comes the 0-1. Finds its way through, base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That's 3 singles in a row. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So bases all loaded up. Next to hit, Bobby Witt Jr. Golden opportunity right here. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a foul out of play.
You need a strikeout and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Line, and that's a base hit. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Ryan Yarbrough.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
On the ground, could be 2. On to second, they get 1, and that's 2.
Hey, they played the matchup right there, worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Now, Salvador Perez. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Garcia on third with 2 out. Ripped to right, base hit. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Yarborough, 33 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Now it's Hunter Renfroe, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's a strike. Next offering is down low. 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Royals 3 and the Yankees 1. Well, we go bottom 6. Here comes Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And he gets tied up right there.
0-2.
Judge waits. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the 1st.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Liner, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. To first, and he breaks for second. The tag, and got him at second. In the air, out towards left center. Drops into the glove, and that is the inning.
Now pitching.
Tim Hill taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
MJ Melendez digs in now. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The catcher, number 34, Freddie.
And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. 1 for 2.
Let's go, Yankees.
There's a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Gomez warming up as well. Ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
The center fielder, number 28, Kyle Isbell.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. Fastball is outside.
Come on, Yankees, let's go.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Royals bats are quiet there, but they still lead it 3-1. Set for the last half of the 7th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. The Yankees looking to rally. And that misses. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen. Lucas Erceg getting ready to go. Stratton also throwing. Next one is off the plate. And the count is 2-0.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Next offering way off the plate.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Cole Reagan's done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Lucas Erceg. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So digging in, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Right through there for a strike. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And that's too high. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. He's grounded out a couple of times. And fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Bring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Here's the catcher. Cut on and missed at 101. Strike 1. Tying run at the plate. The changeup missing. And now it's even 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2-1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, and try to climb the ladder.
2 outs. Pitch in the dirt, and the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Lucas Erceg won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Angel Serpa. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. First and second, 2 outs. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera has grounded out a couple of times. Upstairs. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering is in for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Ben Rice in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Yanks strand a pair, and it remains a 3-1 ball game.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando Cruz.
Fernando Cruz.
So digging in, Michael Garcia, 1 for 3.
Garcia.
Let's go, New York.
Foul ball. Cruz, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. In the air, left field, down the line, fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Let's go, New York.
Right through there for a strike. And that lack of command, that's usually one of the things that leads guys to be converted from starter to reliever.
Yeah, and it's such a short stint when you compare the two roles, starting and relieving. You hope that guy can find strike 1 right away when he comes in.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out. And the runner stays where he is.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the Royals' designated hitter, Salvador Perez. Foul ball there. So Salvi is set down on strikes. And next up for the Royals, Michael Massey. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Pasquantino off of first with 2 away. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
One and two.
In the dirt, blocked. Fights it off. He'll see another. One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So one run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the 8th. Now up is the Yankees DH, Ben Rice. The Yanks in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And the lefty with the 0-1. Tapped out in front of the plate. And that one handled. The throw to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And Judge spoils that one. And delivers outside.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
That misses, and it's 2-1. And there's a foul ball. That's towards center. Renfroe getting an angle on it. And there are 2 down. And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Angel Serpa will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Chris Stratton gets the ball now. He's been so good against lefties. Here's Cody Bellinger. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Isbell has a beat on it, and that is that. New pitcher for the Yankees, Yoendrys Gomez. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 94.
Now it's the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Will Warren getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's down and in. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So up next, MJ Melendez. There's a strike.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in the dirt. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Fermin at the plate and takes high there. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now one missed.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that one fouled off. Two outs. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Right through there for a strike. Fermin, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pulls that one foul. Out to short. They take the force out, and that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Royals 4 and the Yankees 1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Carlos Estevez.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And he deals. Goldie in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one just misses.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
1-0.
And that is out of play.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that's off the inside edge. 3-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Down front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. Man at second. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Tying run at the plate. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. With the tying run at the plate here in the last half of inning number 9. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Got him swinging for the K. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And now Jason Dominguez. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. First pitch misses. Two on, 2 outs. Just missed. Swing and a pop-up. Win. And that'll do it. The Royals claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.